Hi everyone, my name is Saida Oshishiraji, and today in this presentation I'm going to talk about 3 Sustainable Development Goals, GATT Article 1, 3, 11 and 20, and how GATT articles can play an important role in Sustainable Development Goals. So let's start. Before we go in a deep discussion, we have to understand what is GATT. GATT means General Agreement on Trade and Tariff in an international trade treaty which is signed in 1948. And WTO means the World Trade Organization is the successor of GATT created in 1995 with 123 member countries. We all are aware about 17 Sustainable Development Goals set by UN. And you know what? This is the continuation of Millennial Development Goals. Now I'm going to explain very briefly about GATT articles. As you can see, Article 1 is all about most favored nation. Article 3 is more into national treatment obligation. Article 11 is no prohibitions. And Article 20 is general exceptions. Like product has different meaning. As for example, in Spain tariff case, like products has interpreted broadly while describing coffee. That's why both roasted and unroasted coffee considered as coffee. On the other hand, if it was interpreted in narrow way, then the interpretation would have meant roasted and unroasted coffee are not like product. In Japan alcoholic beverage case, there are 3 criteria were given for like products end user in a given market, products quality and nature, and consumer taste and habit. As in the article 3, it said like product has to treat equally if import or produced domestically. In article 11 states that there can be no prohibition and restriction except for tax and duties. In article 20, GATT deals with some exceptions. There are 10 exceptions from A to J, but in this case we need only exception number B and G, which talks about human protection, animal plants, healthy life and natural resources. Now let's see how GATT article hinder achieving SDG goals. Goal number 5. Achieve gender equality and empower all the women and girls. We have to remember one thing, all this while all these trade agreements so far drafted have been gender neutral. This is a common thing, but sometimes they got negative impact and women's health, which is hindering SDG goal number 5. Example, EC hormones case. In this case, European Union banned the import of certain meat which is treated with the certain growth hormones. In USA and Canada, 371 women were affected, but GATT panel ruled that the import were embarked of the GATT article and it is not covered by Article 20B exception. So it is hindering any progress under the GATT article. Another interesting case is Thai cigarette case. In 1990, Thailand restricted importing tobacco, especially from United States. The company was Philip Morris. The reason Thailand gave was, though like products exist in Thailand, but the Thai cigarette mainly smoked by men, only 7% of women smoke the cigarette and they are not women friendly. Later we can see WTO took no consideration of SDG goal number 5. USA was providing different flavor cigarette. As a result, women consumption of cigarette increased. Considering the health of women, Thailand made restriction. Even though they were like product, the exception under Article 20B. But because of WTO, SDG goal number 5 cannot achieve. In both cases, we saw this article had negative effect on women's health. Now let's see goal number 14, life below water. Conserve and sustainability use the ocean, sea and marine resources. This goal talks about world's ocean and sea, their temperature, chemistry and life. For example, tuna dolphin case, USA and Mexico both used to catch tuna fish in the same method which was not suitable for dolphin. As a result, it reduced a lot. United States banned such catching way fish by US vessel, and as being like product, they imposed the same rules banned on Mexico and let dolphin population increase. GATT panel stated that USA ban on Mexico was unjustified and it is the breach of Article number 11 of GATT. But USA blocked the adaptation of this report and continued the ban. As a result, dolphin population increased successfully. If GATT article followed by USA, that would be hindered the achievement of Goal 14. In Goal 3, in good health and well-being, in European communities asbestos case, the case brought by Canada against the EC in respect of measuring imposed by France banning the import of asbestos and products containing asbestos. According to them, this is a violation of Article 3, 11 and 20 of GATT. Appellate body did the like product analysis and concluded that Canada had failed to prove that the measure of inconsistency of Article 3 of GATT regarding GATT Article 20B general exception necessary to protect human life and health. Later, appellate body agreed with the findings of the panel that the ban imposed by France was necessary. You know why? because it protects human life or health and that no reasonable available alternative measure existed. The appellate body helped to achieve Sustainable Development Goal number 3, healthy and well-being. Finally, I can say in all cases WTO body hindered achieve the Sustainable Development Goals except asbestos case. So in my opinion, it is high time for all those countries to think deeply about sustainable development achievement for a better future and healthier tomorrow.